Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. The weather was so pretty outside this week, and I hope you got outside as much as possible. We have a few updates this week. Just want to fill you in on. First, don't forget we have our all-class Zoom at 9:30. I will put the link in our Zoom, for the Zoom in our Google Classroom, Perusage 4th grade at 9 o'clock. During class today, for our Zoom today, for our scavenger hunt show and tell, I want you to bring something in your house that you think stinks. I can't wait to see what you bring. I'm sure we're all going to have a good laugh. Next, I want to kind of discuss one of our assignments this week in writing. It's a very important assignment, so I want you to make sure that you listen closely. Also, make sure you're asking questions, and also especially make sure you are working on this. We start our very final DBQ today. This is an essay like we've done in the past, but this is going into Mastery Connect, so that's why it's important. So you need to make sure that you complete it in the time that we give you. We give you a lot of time, and we did break it apart. So, we didn't break it apart. We give you a suggested schedule that will ensure that you can get it turned in on time without overwhelming you. This week, you are going to be completing your rough draft, and next week, you're going to edit that rough draft and publish it. So you do have a full 2 weeks to complete this, but that doesn't mean that you should wait to the last minute. You need to go day by day, just as our suggested schedule, and work on the things that we tell you to, because that's going to ensure that you don't have to spend hours working on this. You're just going to be working 35 to 45 minutes on that each day. Today, you are going to be watching the instructional video, and you are going to read the documents that we give you in your DBQ. The instructional video shows you where those documents are. They are in a Google slide. Everything you have is going to be in your Google slides for this DBQ. It's called the fourth term DBQ. You may work ahead if you want on it, but just remember you have other classes, so please try not to finish this in one sitting. Finally, you do start your end of unit project in social studies. I'll have another video in social studies that goes into this a little bit more detail. But this is another thing that's a very important task for you to complete. I did also give a schedule that's going to ensure that you're really only working on it for about 25 to 35 minutes each day, and you should be able to have plenty of time to get that turned in. I think... Oh, well, yeah, so many of you probably watched a small video last week that gives you a little peek into what it is, but there is another one that goes into more detail today. Finally, don't forget to check into your specials classes each day. Today, you're going to be going into your music Google Classroom to work on what she posts. And then also don't forget to fill in your check-in form. So let's go through what your lessons are for today. There are no lessons for reading. We are going to complete this writing after this week. After next week with DBQ, we will be done with writing, and we are going to go back into reading. So just so in case you were wondering when we're going to get back into our reading lessons, we wanted to do our DBQ early enough in the year so that we could make corrections on them and bring up grades if we needed to. So in writing, again, you're going to be starting your DBQ. So you're going to use the Google slide presentation to read the articles for the term 4 DBQ. You can start your graphic organizer today, but you also have tomorrow to work on it. So today, remember, you're going under writing in Perusage 4th grade. I'm going to go in there for you. Go into Perusage 4th grade. Looks like this. Go to classwork. Go to writing. If you look over here, you can click on writing right here, and it brings you right down to it, or you can scroll down, okay? If you scroll down, you're gonna have to scroll down past daily questions, morning check-in, grammar, theme, and then reading log, then you're gonna get into the writing. So whatever way you get there, but it's under writing. Okay, so then you are, for math, go into your math Google Classroom, check in there, and look in her to-dos. She gives you kind of a play-by-play of exactly what you're doing today. You are comparing and ordering decimals. Okay, so you want to look at and see exactly what you're doing there. Again, today you're starting your end of unit project in social studies. So today you're going to watch the instructional video, and possibly you're going to be ordering your events in the slideshow and putting those in order. You can start some of the questions, but that's what I suggest. Again, watch that video. It's going to give you more detail on that. Science, you're getting your introduction to Utah deserts. That's going to be in her Google Classroom. Look for that. And specials, click into music to find more information about what you're doing there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know if you have any questions, especially if you have questions, if you're having problems pulling up the documents for the DBQ, if you're having a hard time pulling up documents in the end of unit for social studies. Make sure you are asking questions. Don't leave these to the last minute to ask questions. I want you to make sure that you're working on them every single day, and so that you have plenty of time to complete them without getting overwhelmed. All right, guys, have a great day.